Hello and welcome back to our channel where we speak all about trading, the analysis, the importance of understanding what works, what doesn't. I have an amazing mentor that actually teaches me a lot of great things that he learned and he is using, and with all the type of trader that he is learning from, and he's working himself down in Manhattan by Wall Street, and the amazing experience that he gained over the years. So he shared that with me, and here I am to share that with you. So I want to say firstly, thank you for your time. My most important thing is to provide you as much value with the time that you provide me, which is the most valuable thing that we can find. So that way we can shorten your gap of learning and help you capitalize as well as soon as possible. So in this video, what I want to do, I want to go over some recaps of trades that I took, lessons that I learned, mistakes that I made, and things that will be able to, not happen in the near future, so we can capitalize in the longer journey. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, and start from there. What I'm seeing here that I can take long, okay, putting my stop loss way tighter, okay, so then I will be able to potentially capitalize on that because it touched into the zone. Okay, so not to chase, I want to see that it's formatting and coming back to this area, okay, and then I will enter unless at least to this area, so then I can capitalize on that. I will have one entry. Let me see, 18, 15, okay. One, oh, long. So I entered right here at what price? It's at 813, and I can enter one more to average down my entries. Okay, so I will do at 800 and I want to say 805, so then my stop loss can be around the 802-ish. Remove. So I will have another entry at 805.5. So then I will have two lots here. Now I'm filled with two positions. My stop loss will be around 870. 19,790, something along those lines. I will be able to exit around that. Now, it's more today on the down move. Okay, so what I will look to do, I will look to, take one trade off, 1-to-1, risk to reward, and then my second one, I will let it run. Okay, so we'll see on that, and I will recap now that I'm on a live trade. I want to focus on that, recap on certain things, and show you as well how I'm doing live trading as well. So here today I've been actually shorting multiple. Okay, as it came here, I thought too long, I wasn't able to, but then as it was creating those higher lows, Okay, I was entering, capitalizing, and did that multiple of times. However, to tell you the truth, I didn't hold it enough. I actually had this wage here that I knew that once it exits from it, it will be a sell-off. I didn't capitalize on that move, which I capitalized on multiple moves here on pullbacks, but here I on some of them I wasn't here, and some of them I were, but I wasn't able to actually capitalize on that. So that's very unfortunate. But I'm still not gonna chase it and just enter wherever. Here I had more or less of a plan, and what happened overall, I was able to capitalize. Like my risk to reward average, I want to do $100. So now I capitalize around $100 already from those trades right here. So I'm allowing myself now to have a bit of a different entry than I was planning to. So right now, I have too long. I will want to short one. Okay, I will want to short one. I will do market order. Okay, because I want to be able to sell it once I see that I have the possibility to do that. And around here, I can, once it will come closer to the high of that candle, I will close one. I will let you know when I do. So I will do right now. I just did. So I was able to capitalize on that one lot. And now the second one, and you can see it's more than 1-to-1 risk to reward. Now my stop loss will be 19,810. So it will be roughly this area. Okay. And what I want to do now, I want to make sure that I keep that stop loss there, and I let this trade develop. I let this trade run, okay, because it can potentially run much more, and I want to let that trade capitalize on it, okay. So it's more important. So what I want to meanwhile discuss with you, as we're waiting for this trade to develop, I usually don't trade on 1 minute time frames. Okay, I usually go to 30 minutes time frame. I like to make sure that it's a lot more clearer, and I'm able to see, the big picture overall. But I'm trying right now a bit of a different avenue. In what sense? I want to figure out, which my mentor said to me very clear, that he does not do that. So it's something that I'm testing for myself. Okay, and what's important to understand in trading, it's you versus you, as I always mention. So you can learn what I'm sharing with you. You can learn from other strategies, right? But at the end of the day, it's what you feel comfortable with and what you do as a student of the market. So you might see certain things that I might not see, or some of the other mentors not share online or through books. Okay, so that's why it will be very great if you are capitalizing on it and see great reward. Go ahead and record, share that with people, so they will be able also to capitalize on that as well. Because at the end of the day, the more you share with others, the better you will do as yourself as well. Okay, and don't try to force trade. For me here, because I actually have this as plan, and I do see that we have this you know supply zone or demand zone, sorry. So I had that as a plan from the morning. Okay, so now that it's came to this area and I was able to capitalize on a couple of other trades, I told myself, you know what, I will be able to enter a bit earlier, because to enter more towards the end of the zone, it's still possible. Okay, but it's a bit more challenging of an entry. Okay, it's a bit more challenging as an entry. So I allowed myself to go ahead and enter a bit earlier than that. Okay, a bit earlier than that to be able and capitalize on that. Now, what we are seeing here as an example, right, that it was doing multiple of higher lows. Okay, so it's higher, lower than the last high, and it's moved like this multiple of times. So that's why it's important to know how to protect your profits. What we can see also, it's not yet a diversion because we want to see only when it's more than 1% on the, let's say, Nasdaq, and more than 1% on the ES, that we see that as a diversion. Okay, but right now we're seeing more on the Nasdaq that it's lower, and most of the other ones are on the positive side. So you see here the YM, the Nasdaq, the ES, right? The ES was green up until not long ago. Okay, and the Russell was also on the green. Everything was on the green, but the Nasdaq. Okay, so it's important to understand that once it's coming to our key area, we will have a large change of direction. So now we are looking for it, and everything in trading is probability games. Okay, we are looking for a probability of change of direction or probability of shorting or longing at certain areas. There is nothing guaranteed. So nothing I say or nothing somebody else say, I don't speak for somebody else, but nothing that somebody else say will be guaranteed for you. Okay, so it's important that you understand that. I can also look at this trade here. This actually, I entered here. Okay, then there was a holiday. I recap that on another video. Was a holiday. I wasn't able to take profit, and then when it came back to this area again, I entered with, like again the same amount of shares at this area, and once it came here, I literally took profit. Okay, now, the one thing that I did, I took profit of half the position, and then I saw that it's correcting. I closed the other half of the position instead of just moving my stop loss and letting it develop. Okay, and that's exactly why I'm also saying right now with the NQ that it's more important to let the trade develop, so then you don't feel I could have or should have hold it and whatnot. It's will be something that will always go with you, and it's not the best way to trade when you want to develop you know further type of success. Okay, what you can do, okay, what you can do, it's, let's an example. Right now you enter here, and your take profit, I mean stop loss, will be at about 810. You can close it here. Okay, and then once it comes back to this area, you can re-enter. However, who guarantees you that it will come to this area? It might, and most likely will. Okay, but we never know. And then if it doesn't, then your entry will be higher and your risk to reward will not be the same. Okay, so it's very important to understand that. What it can do now as well, just to, like sometimes what we see with trades, it's been creating higher lows all the way on 1 minute time frame. Right now, all of a sudden, I'm not saying that's what will happen, but it possibly to happen. Okay, it can create a lower high. Okay, so this low, and then a new low, but it's higher than the last low, and then it will start moving higher. So then if you say, okay, I will take profit here and re-enter when it comes here, if it doesn't, then you have no entry, and you might have capitalized like 150 points versus pretty much taking here 15 points. Okay, so we can wait and see what's happening with our trade, and see where we are going. Okay, if it gets to 810, I will exit and wait for it to come to my area, and then I will re-enter. So I'm exiting right now. Okay, this trade also was positive for me, and it did like the low. It was 809, 808 now. So I exit as per my plan that I moved my stop loss. Now, could it be that it's move again? As I mentioned, it's created the lower high. Very possible, but that was my plan. I want to follow my plan versus, stretch it and say, listen, it's might turn around, and then you will not be happy for yourself, because I also experienced that with other trades of mine, that that I said, okay, I will hold it and hold it and hold it, and then I had a trade that I was supposed to have a negative $100 became a trade of negative $700. So it's very possible. So that's why don't let your emotions take control of it. Okay. Could you re-enter? You definitely can. What I would recommend is looking for a new formation of basically creating here now um, a new high. So then it's changing direction. Okay. Right. So far it does look like it's changing the direction, because it is higher than the last low. Okay. But again, I had to follow my plan, and not chase, or not allow my stop loss where I set it, and it literally touched my stop loss, and showing that it's firming a new, um, high of the lower highs. So I will potentially re-enter when it touching again the zone. Okay, so I can set my entry right now at 816. 816. Okay, I will enter one, and then another one I will enter at somewhere just around this area at 10 also. And then my stop loss I will put under 802. So 800. 800. So one lot was put, and then buy another one. And I said I will buy at 810. I will buy at 810.5. So I have two lots waiting to be filled. If they're filled, will be great, even though I don't like that yet it didn't create a new high here. So that's a bit of a warning for me. My trade went in. I don't like that it didn't make a new high, but higher high, but I'm gonna follow my plan on that. I don't like that it didn't create a new high, but I will follow my plan. Also, looking at your P&L, at your profit and loss, it's not a very good thing. I don't recommend doing that. If you want to look, you can look at percentages, because when you look at numbers, usually people like to say, oh, okay, so now I have a bit of a profit, let me take it. And again, it's not gonna be as running as you need it to be. So it's not very good for you. What I do like here, I will say that I'm seeing, one second. What I do like actually, that I am seeing more or less, uh, that it's creating those higher lows. So it's good. It just reached my second position, my second lot. So now my average entry it's 13. Created a new low. I don't like that. So most likely I will close my position. Again, and why I'm saying that is because at the end of the day, we have to protect our profits. If you are seeing it will go against you, uh, better to close it. Not very good to enter and close, but in this case, I want to make sure that I protect my profits. So I'm gonna wait to see what formatting here. And as you can see, I'm trading only through my phone, looking at my screens of the computer, trading on my phone. So I will be making videos about how to trade on your phone with interactive brokers. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me about how to use it. I will make sure that I create that for you. So I will. So what I wanted to show you also is basically you can look at you see how it's actually created this lower, so and it's gonna sell way higher. So you have to again be very cautious on that. I know I said the 19800, and I need to close one of my positions. Bulls are defending, but bears are doing a way higher job uh, right now. I just closed one position for now, so I will want to re-enter as it's getting closer to. Wait, did I move something here? Yes, I moved something. Okay, I moved something. So what you can see here, you can see a big sell-off on all the other markets as well now. What you can see here, how this what I'm talking about, how it's creating those lows, okay? And as you can see here, it's starting to create that again, okay? And that here had one, but then it's broke below that. So that's micro, okay? So that's why it's more important to know how to protect it. And today there is a very big sell-off, so that's why it's more important to protect your profits. Okay. And now it's possibly will start going higher again, create this small small retraction, and maybe even will break through, which with that you will be able to see that Nvidia also sells off, because Nvidia is a very heavy instrument on the Nasdaq. So the way Nasdaq move, that's the way you will see Nvidia moves as well. the way it's holding its price at the higher there, it's great. Now, what we will want to do is enter one more. And you can see also at some cases, you will see those wicks, right? So you see here less wick, but it's more selling. And here, so it's telling you that there is like unsure of the price. So it's context of what the market tells you. So will be very great to really look at those things and make sure that you pay attention to them. So if there is a very strong sell-off like this one, it tells you that the market will move a bit lower, and you can start seeing here those VIX correction. So it moves higher, and it goes back and forth that way. So make sure to pay attention to those things. Okay. And as you can see, I don't have much of, like different lines or different what you call this indicators. I just move the moving averages to tell me where exactly. So you see here it touched exactly where I wanted to have my entry point, which I clearly entered earlier, and now I didn't re-enter here. Uh, Very unfortunate that I didn't follow that plan of mine, and that's why my mentor always say, just follow your plan and don't follow your emotions. Okay, that's very, very, very important. Follow your plan and not your emotion, because many times you will see that your plan is correct and emotions hold you back. So you want to make sure on that. And Warren Buffett actually said the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. So it's very important to be patient in this game. Okay. But it's true, it's going from the impatient to the patient. So we want to be patient, wait for your levels to hit, wait for your plan to trigger, and then follow that plan. Okay. And it's important always to look at the big picture, not like what I'm doing right now for you here, looking at a closer picture frame. Not very good. Okay. You want to make sure that you are following a bigger time frame, bigger picture, so you are understanding. Like you can see here, it was more balanced, and once it went below, it started to sell off fairly aggressively. And now we're waiting for this candle to become, closed with the VIC and have a new directional change. So that will be very good for us. Can I re-enter here? I definitely can. Do I want to chase it? I don't. Okay. I do have one lot still remaining in this trade. So I'm letting this one lot, run. I needed to re-enter here, bring my average entry much lower. I didn't do that. So I'm just letting it be for now. What I'm thinking to do, I want to close the position, okay, and re-enter. I just did that, and re-enter once it's retraced again. If it doesn't, that's not very good trade. I'm saying right away because of risk to reward, not very good. But I wanted to protect my profits on that, because I'm not seeing such great action so far in this trade. Is it possible that it just will continue to move like a rocket to the upside? Definitely. But again, I'm looking to protect my profits on that. Here also, I wanted to see that it touching in this area, but today Nasdaq has a lot of pressure on the sell-off, so it's not playing very well. Once it breaks above this candle, we will see fair amount of buying pressure again. So right here we do see that, and uh, I want to see now that exact push, which will be formatting a new high right now. And in a way, it's easy. When you look at that, it's easy. Like if you look at it, every candle like that, but it's not always the case. So you need to know where you enter and on what market condition you are trading. So don't think, oh, like I got it and that's it. Like the moment people think like that, that's when they start to lose and formatting a habit of chasing trades or like pretty much forcing and not creating good habits. So we don't want to do that, okay? And what we do want to do, it's basically figuring it out. What is the best benefit for our trading? Where is the areas that we want to see starting the trade? So as you can see here again, okay, it's went very well from here, but it did not create new higher highs. Okay, so there is no new high of that last high. So now it's coming back as a correction. That's why I wanted to exit to protect my profits. I could have held a bit more, but I didn't know if it will create the the lower high, the higher low new here or here or here. Nobody knows. We just have to follow what we feel at the moment for protecting our trade, unless we do very big picture analysis, which that's what we want to get to. Okay, that's what we will be getting to as you will follow and continuously view our channel here. You will be able to see the different type of analysis that we do. So far, I am happy that my plan worked out here. Why I'm saying that I'm happy is because it's showing me that my plan was good. I just didn't follow it, and that's the thing that I have to work on, following my plan. Okay, and that's something that everybody really have to learn over time. Okay, is following your plan to fruition, to come true. What I also didn't like is that you see here it's creating lower lows within the trade. So that's not something I like to see. Right now, can I technically play short, targeting a lower here or at least low here? I definitely can. Will I? No, because I'm not looking to force trades. That's for sure not something that I like to do. Okay. Right. So here also we can see a big sell-off, how it's respected Friday high. Okay, that's what I marked here. Friday high, no candle or on the 30 minutes closed above that high. You can look also on a daily. It went a bit higher, but then it came back into that zone. So right now we are trading within a zone, as we like to call it, balanced trading, balanced zone. So there've been like 39 points, 40 points move since the entry. Actually, even more. It's a additional 60 points move. 60 points move, and I didn't enter. And look how exactly it touched it. So that's very interesting. I was actually at the beginning looking to enter at the middle of it. What I could have done, and it's really recommended to check on that as well, is do 50% Fibonacci, which more or less played almost exactly to that. 50% Fibonacci. And that would be my entry level. Okay, in some cases, not in all cases, but in some cases. Okay, so that's a very good look at this Vic also showing us that there will be more pressure to the downside at the moment. Let's see what's coming. The reason that we're like you can see here actually there was like pressure to the downside, then it went up. So again, we are reading the context of what it's giving us. So you can see here also this Vic, right? And you can see the pressure of the downside was very large. Here we are seeing the same almost amount of Vic, but yet it's holding value at this price at the moment. Let's see what will be coming in the shortcomings. Okay, and it's great. I'm seeing some channels of people actually talking a lot about different type of. I would say probably is more of the fundamental standpoint, but from what I'm learning of my mentor, it's more technical analysis only based on charts, no volumes, no indication of like other type of indicators, moving averages. It's something that he did mention to me to look at as moving averages because what you will see many times, okay, that as it touches the moving averages on some charts, let's say an example here, it's touched the more important on a higher time frame. It's the 100-day moving averages. How we know that this is the 100-day moving averages? We go to our settings, we see what colors we set on each line. So the 200 and the 100 moving averages, those are more important. However, the 20, the 50 also work. Okay, also there is 9 moving averages, 9-day moving averages, and others. Okay, so that will be one that we definitely want to watch. Okay, when it touches that on many other instruments as well. Here, let's say an example, right? It touched the 50-day moving averages, so I'm still holding on that. Here it touched the 20, okay, was crazy rejection. Here I added to my position. Look at the great bounce, how it's like took out the 20-day moving averages. At the 50-day, you see there was some consolidation, and I'm still holding. It's past that. Now it's testing it, and I'm seeing that it will come closer to the 100 moving average, moving day averages. So I'm holding to that. Okay. Also on here, there was the rejection. I just added more to my position at the over at about 9 something. Why? Because that was the low of the chart that ever showed ever since a very long time. I think it was 2020. So I added more because I'm seeing that it's on a lower end. Okay, so now I'm waiting that it will come to one of those. I will either scale out or wait to see what's happening on the SLB. I'm seeing that's a crazy rejection of the moving averages again. Let's see what will happen now at this 50. Okay, very crucial. Moving averages plays out very well. Okay, so that's why it's very important to look at that. This also trade that worked out very great. Okay, I scaled out quite a bit when we were at the high here by the 100, but you can see since it's respecting the 20-day moving averages so well that I'm waiting to see what will happen. I would like to target the 100-day moving averages. However, if it will sell off to the 200 and then I will see a rejection, I will definitely scale more on this one. I mean, add to my position on that one. So that's very great what's happening here. I love how it's collecting buyers, collecting sellers, buyers, trapping people. And you know why I'm saying I love it. It's not like I'm loving to see people, put their money on the table and losing it, but that's why there is great channels like that to really share information like that so when you watch it and when you understand how to do that, you can capitalize on that as well. That's my goal, that everybody watching it investing their time to capitalize on that, not to give you some crappy information and not put my money behind that as well, and potentially give false information. If I say something here, is because I would put my money myself on a trade. Sometimes, if I'm not sure of something, like let me show you here. Actually, that's another thing that I wanted to recap with you. Earlier today, I got a notification on my on my PL trade that I did analysis on one of my other videos with you. I had the alert set lower, so it's came off, and then what happened? I put within the zone. It's almost touched the zone and had a massive sell-off. Massive sell-off. Okay, like what type of a sell-off? Let's just see. Over 1% of the sell-off. $11. It's $50 a lot. $50 a lot of a tick. Okay, so that already right there for you would show $500 to whatever amount of dollars. If you put 10 lots, $5,000. You put 100 lots, you have 50. It all depends what you are comfortable with. I don't recommend to go with high size until you don't have an edge that you feel comfortable about. So I wanted to look at that. So what happened? I had here 30 days. Okay, I had here 30 days. Let me just remove that. Okay, I had here, 30 minutes. Okay, make sure that you pay attention. BADJ, you turn it off. What happened here? Okay, oops. It didn't touch the zone, but it came to, let me just see here, to this. Okay, why I put that line? Because I want to figure out what did I miss. Okay, what did I miss? So maybe there is 45. So there is a 45 minutes. Okay, there is a 45-minute zone. Let's see the 30 zone, the 30-minute zone. The 30-minute zone technically was healthier for me. 45 minutes, it would touch and reject massively. So what we want to do, we want to put such analysis to understand why it didn't came to my 30 minutes and it came to the 45 minutes. Okay, so once you understand that, will be easier to figure out. 90 minutes also played out phenomenally. Okay, had a very massive, and it touched the 90 minutes. There was also consolidation. So I actually, sorry, the 1 hour, much better. Let's see. I If I'm correctly remembering, I wanted to make sure that I manage my risk to reward and put the 30 minutes. Okay, because it had a bit of a less risk and a higher VIC on the top. Okay, so in theory, did that zone played out very well? Yes. Okay, what I just didn't do, let me just see something. What I see here, the structure was a bit better on the lower VIC. So that's something I definitely should take into consideration and do recommend you also to look at. Okay, what I used to do as well before that, I used to mark. That's an example. I have this one. Okay, I have this 30 minutes. Okay, I would mark the 1 hour, and then I would put the other ones that are within the zone just as line for my own context of review when the trade comes to that zone. So it's something I do recommend you to look at. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to actually in this video also review that, because this was a great potential trade that I didn't take, and I wasn't sure what didn't work out for me well. So I want to recap that, and you guys let me know what you think about it. It's really was great to recognize that, great to do after the fact, because hindsight, everybody can tell you what they think is right, what they think is wrong, and whatnot. But more important is to have your plan, and once it comes there, analyze what worked and what didn't work to take it further to next trades. It will be very great. And somebody mentioned to us also on our video that we have great analysis. Will be great if you can share with us also what you are thinking about it, so we will be more possible to bring you things that you need as well. So our analysis don't only go around things that we look at. Maybe you want to look at something else, how to find those right risk reward, how to find other things. We're here for that. And what I'm saying right now, that within the zone had one lower low, another lower low, and now it's changing the direction of that, which is very great. And I will be honest with you, I did exit my position here. Can I do another entry when it does the correction and do a stop loss under that low? I definitely can. Will I do it? Let's watch and wait. For now, I set up myself with some water to drink. That's amazing. If I'm telling you, if right now it will create a new high, okay, new high, watch this, very important. There is already a lower high, so we see that, okay. Now if it will form a new high here, and then it will come back, okay, as it will form that, it will come back and create one high, one low, and another low. I possibly will enter and put my stop loss under this low. Okay. So let's see what's coming. Okay, it didn't even touch that. So let's see. It need to surpass it by one tick, at least one tick. Some people don't pay attention to that one tick, but it's very important tick that forms a very big deal in the trading world. Okay, so why I say that? Look here. One tick, one or two ticks that didn't form. So look, and you see how changing the direction. It's very, very important. Amazing. Very nice. Very nice. Patience is key in this game. Is key. Like I will mention to you. Also, as you are doing your trades, when you are trading on your phone or on your computer, it doesn't matter. As you have trades that you are taking on and off, you want to make sure that, regularly you come and check that all of a sudden there is no position that is in the game. Very, 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 very important. Okay. I unfortunately had so many losses because of that I learned the hard way about that, and I'm sharing that with you. And also, I'm saying from my own experience as well that today, actually, I will journal about that right now as I'm speaking about it, because we are still waiting for the trade to form for us. So let me see my trades. Oops, it's loading. Okay, so what time is it? It's 2 o'clock almost. So 2 p.m. Let me delete some other stuff. So for journaling, I used to use just on my own sheet, like journaling my trades, everything. And then, I saw a lot of high recommendation about TradeZello for journaling. And my mentor also said that that's his friend, and he was also, one that was really involved in, understanding and reviewing TradeZello, and he highly recommend. So I did get myself TradeZello for a year subscription, and I started to use. Am I using completely all the time regularly? No, but it's something that I definitely am putting a lot of attention to make sure that I am regularly reviewing and putting my trades in there. You might not do it for 1 day or 2 days, but you're creating the habit of doing it. Okay. And here, what you can see, as mentioned, it didn't have that one tick or two ticks here. Okay. And going much lower. Let's see what will happen here. Maybe I will re-enter here. Maybe I will re-enter here. We will see in a bit. Um, Took a few trades today, multiple of times I went short. I didn't let the trade develop, and overall always went in the direction that I wanted, which is short. Then I entered by my zone of plan long, and also took profits, uh, and also protected profits much faster than planned. For now, I am not very very confident about the formation of the trade, but I am waiting. Okay, so let me look here. Can I re-enter here for a potential that it goes higher? I can. Do I want to enter here? No. What I want to do, I want to get ready. Okay, so I want to get ready. I might enter one as it's creating another low. Here, I will enter one and enter one here. Okay, so I will potentially do that. And it might not even fill me, but let's see. So right now we are at 800, 789. Never like to chase. 790. 791 lot is put in, waiting for the position. Okay, let me save my journaling. Okay. And you can see here also the veg worked fairly well. What I want to do, let me take a picture of that and just upload that within my notes. Two p.m. update. Okay, so what I do like that I see here, there is a new high for the low. So I do like it. Okay, I do like it. That will potentially cause me to because my entry at 90. Okay, I will not move it, so doesn't come that I'm chasing it. Okay, at 90, and then another one, and you see this VIC, it's very aggressive, so there is more buying. Let's see something. What I want to do, I want to go and just see that's Monday, Monday. No. So I just want to see volume wise. So there was a lot more volume in this area. And overall, a lot more volume for the buy. Don't understand that so much. So I will delete that. But a lot more selling. So there is some consolidation in this area. Very interesting. Patience is key. $95. A lot of patience is required. And we are watching. Let's see what's happening in the 5 minutes. Very high pressure of the selling. When there is something like this, not as much confident on that. Let me just see something. What I like to see is sometimes, just look. So far, would show that you do about 18 trades, okay, as scalping, in, out. So 9 in total. That's just here. Okay, so what I will do, I will wait to see the formation of everything. I would like to hear from you guys if you like me to do more live trades like that, recording for myself. Eventually, I will start doing lives as well with you guys to have the possibility to log in and really view what I'm doing as well. So I will be speaking as I'm going in, going out, and you will be able to potentially capitalize on it, or if it's not a good trade, then obviously I lose, and you might lose as well. But at the end of the day, we're speaking here reality. Why? Because it's important to understand that I'm not controlling the market. I'm just reading it, and I'm able to put trades when I see a great potential opportunity for either if it's a scalp or if it's potential of sell off. Like here, right? I saw a great potential. However, I made a little mistake that now I was able to analyze and understand why I wasn't able to see that it will sell earlier, which I recognize that now, and it's something that definitely you will see me correcting in the future videos that will come. Okay, thank you for watching. My name is Avi Aronov. I'm looking forward to see you in the next one.